What up, YouTube? Back with another one. Now I want to give shouts out to Street T. What's that? TME. Oh, Street Media TV. He the one to pop this out, right? But this is crazy. Now, while they giving us 35 years for protecting ourselves, this man. Oh, and before I start, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Okay. But like I was saying, I usually don't even smoke, but this got me a little hot under the collar. You know what I'm saying? They let this man run around calling everybody racial slurs and everything else. And now they done secretly let the man out. So what I want y'all to do is check this out. And without further ado, let's get it started.
Been quietly released from Montgomery County Jail in the dead of night after weeks of them trying to bury him with $1 million bond and ridiculous restrictions. The system couldn't hold him back any longer. This changes everything. They wanted him silenced. They wanted him broken. But the people rose up. The pressure got too heavy. And now Chud is back on the streets. Is this the beginning of his biggest comeback yet? Or are they already planning their next move to take him down for good? The deep state is panicking. Free speech warriors are celebrating. This is the moment the mainstream media doesn't want you talking about. Drop a like if you stand with Chud. Comment free Chud below and turn on notifications because part 2 with the full story drops in the next hour. You do not want to miss this. All right, you got to stop buying generic Viagra. If y'all over 40, you can get 9 pills of 100 milligram generic Viagra for just $7 with free shipping on Friday plan. If you think it's a scam like I did at first, keep the note. So the clown stuff is just continues to go on. So now there's rumors that Chud the Builder has been released from prison. We know that he's been locked up for a couple months now, ever since he plowed a black man in the stomach down there in Tennessee. Uh, we everybody saw the videos. He was going around antagonizing black people, walking up to black people. Whenever he would get in confrontation with them, he would mace them or he would call them the N word to their face. The state of Tennessee, the police department, down in those different cities that he was going to, they all should be held responsible and liable. They should all be sued by that man's family who was pow because they watched this and did nothing. There's a substance as free speech, but not when you antagonize or you use it in reference to racism. And he was doing this. He was calling black people racial slurs and antagonizing them to cause a problem, right? And in that came a crime. So now he's been arrested. He was given a very high bail. His supporters been trying to get him out of prison, but now we're hearing that he may have been released from prison. Now we know that Ryan behind Jake Lane, he went online and he said this. We're outside Chud the Builder's courthouse. His official name, Dalton Easterly. I'm here with his whole family. We are fighting for his bond. This was his final attempt to be able to receive bond. And guess what? They gave him a 2-week continuance. This is 2-tiered persecution. White men have no rights in the state of Tennessee. For self-defense, some rabid black man attacked him outside the courthouse, and he had to defend himself. Now, we're facing a 2-tiered persecution where they won't even grant him bond over walking out of a restaurant when they kicked him out for not paying a bill. This is ridiculous Democrat persecution. Dalton Easterly is officially a political prisoner being held in abhorrent conditions of confinement. He is being held in solitary confinement, not even let out of his cell, I think only 2 hours a day. He's getting out right now. He's being tortured. They're trying to make him take a plea deal, but Dalton's remaining firm. We need to stand up. President Trump, the Department of Justice, this is persecution. Amen. This is political persecution. We need to stop this right now. Free Dalton. Fight. We are in downtown Nashville right now where my brother Chud the Builder is at his final bond hearing. He's being persecuted for being a white man who defended himself versus a violent black assailant. His bond has been set at $1.25 million when the Carmelo Anthony only $250,000. This is the definition of 2-tier justice. trying to get him out, where he raised a lot of money on his gifts and go, but they said that you couldn't use that money because you can't collect money while you're fighting a criminal case. But then he had like this $1 million gambling company try to get him out, right? I mean, this is crazy because everybody knows what he's locked up, right? Everybody knows what he's been locked up for. They've seen what he's done. But again, this goes to show you just how racist this country still is and why we can't compare ourselves to W folks, because they control the institutions, they control the corporations, right? They control the systems that's set in place, right? And even when somebody like a Chud the Builder can do this, they have people that come out in full support of them. They won't get any condemnation. They're not condemned for it. They're coming out in droves to support this man. Now, the rumors haven't been confirmed, but there are already these cowboys coming online saying that he's going to be released as soon as Monday, right? They've gotten him out. Now, mind you, he's not supposed to be doing anything on social media while he's fighting this case from another case that he had in regards to a crime, right? Now, when everybody was talking about that he may be getting out, Chud the Builder posted something somewhere where it said no comment. Now that right there can have it, if he's getting out, to have everything revoked and send him back to prison, because he's not supposed to be saying anything online, anything. But they made this guy like this mark, like he's the symbol for W men and W power and all this stuff, man. This guy was going around antagonizing people, man, and then he said the end game would be an unalive chimp on the ground. That's what he said. He got people running around here now talking about stop chimping out and all these things. And you got these cowboys talking like this.
This settlement check completely changed my life, and it came from a car accident I almost forgot about. I'm honestly shaking as I record.
I know y'all aren't familiar with the grieving process, but the first stage of the grieving process is denial. So you'll notice in the comments, you got a bunch of hookah-bookahs. No, he's still in jail. Shock and denial. That's the first stage. Next will be anger. You'll be like, well, we're going to get him. We're going to pull up on him. We're going to find him. And then you're going to go through the bargaining stage. Oh, he's going to go right back to prison. He ain't going to beat this case. This is how you're bargaining this out. Finally, you're going to go through depression because we won. We won. We've taken our country back. This is the first step. Then after depression, then y'all can recover.
And I want y'all to understand something. The corporations, the media, everybody sees this. They agree with these people. If not, they would shut them down. They would immediately shut them down. They agree with it. Those January 6ers. Oh.
All right. Enough of that. Right? But see, this is the things that Black Americans go through. The foreigners, they pretty much with the YT people. So they not going to outlast and stand up or fight back. We don't do that. We most definitely going to say something about this. You understand me? And for Chud, if he did get out, it ain't going to be safe for him around, not us. He might be safe around the Africans and Caribbeans because, they love the YTs. But some Black Americans, boy, it's up and it's stuck. So what I want y'all to do, FBAs, keep the delineation going. Because the only people that care about it is us. And with that, I'm out. That's crazy. And I know they didn't let Chud the Builder out. And that's show you the powers of the YTs. But the foreigners will never get it. But we do. And that's what we fight against. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, man.